and welcome to Shooting the Shit with Vicki on Monday, June 23rd, take 2. Well, I tried to go live on this new way, and I'm gonna put the balloons down so you can appreciate them. So they'll be in the shot because we have balloons everywhere, and I want you guys to enjoy them. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get the balloons over here. Okay, we'll get the balloons over there. So we are in balloon. Yes, hey again. This is take 2, and I am so sorry that this took so long. I wanted you guys to see what's going on here. There's those gorgeous flowers. There's flowers everywhere. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jim. There's, it's spelled bride up there, but it's kind of a mess now because the air conditioner is on, so you can't really see it. Let's see if I can, I don't know. I don't know how to make it so you can see things. Hi, Ann. It was great to see you today. Yeah, I'm like in a cacophony of flowers and balloons. Wait, I want you guys to see more flowers. Hang on, I'm gonna go get more flowers. That'll be the shot that ends up, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna show you the gorgeous flowers there in the kitchen. Can you see those beauties? And look at these, Leah made these. They're so beautiful. And there's beautiful flowers in the living room. I don't know if you can see those. We've been partying. Maybe these are better over here. Over here. Let's see how those are over here. Maybe that's better. Hi, Pia. Hi, Jan. Who else haven't I said hello to? Hi, Tony. I think Valerie, hey. So it's been a time, and what is going on in this world? I mean, hi, Tova. I hope things are going, I'm trying to get the bride, but it's all famished. Thank you. I have been having bad fashion faux pas days, and today I am wearing, I don't know, but I'm wearing new jeans. I'll show you my new jeans. They are, oh God, I forgot what they're called, but they're very, very soft. They feel like pajamas. They feel like pajamas. I'm wearing these, and I really need to get my hair done. But, oh, you're so kind. But I'm not getting my hair done because Nicole will not do my hair until 1 week before the wedding because she said I'm gonna go crazy. These are fun balloons. This is a wedding band that will fit on your arm or on your head. You can wear the ring on your head. And we had many fun things here over the last, we had many fun things here. And I should have put the other gorgeous flowers in. But look how, wait, I want to show you, other than my computer, which shouldn't be up here, and my bottle of water. Look how clean my counter is. It's never that empty. Wow, that's a rarity. And yeah, there's all that stuff going on. Let's see, where are the balloons that are in the other corner? They're being obstructed by these balloons because there's so many balloons everywhere. Wait a minute. Let me see if you can see the balloons in the back. Can you see the balloons in the back? Back there? Yes, there's balloons everywhere. So it was a pink and white affair, and I was such a fashion don't. Oh my God, holy shit. I bought this Free People mantail. I wanted to wear pink and white because that was the color combo of the day because it was Legally Wed, the shower, a takeoff on Legally Blonde, the musical, because Samantha always wanted to be Elle Wood, and she was an actress, and then she became a lawyer, and it fit. So it was the perfect, I don't know if you guys saw her bend and snap, pose, but I did put a reel up on Facebook this morning, I guess. We're in the middle of a moon void, so I don't think anybody's seeing anything. So maybe this faux pas. So anyway, I'm all over the place, but I tried to use Restream to go live on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube, and oh my God, my LinkedIn and my YouTube are gonna look crazy. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. But there's gotta be a way to do it, but I was doing it through Restream, and that's the mistake. I have to do it through Facebook so that I get my normal thing and I can see your comments and stuff, and I didn't think of that. And it was also with the two black, no. Anyway, trying something new because Facebook is taking down all live videos, and I'm trying to find a way to preserve them. And it's like, okay, so now I'm gonna start shooting this shit up on YouTube when I do them. And I don't know if it's crazy because they're kind of like news reports. They're only good when they're current, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know. But for now, I'm gonna try pajama jeans. They are pajama jeans. What are they called? They're called, oh my God. They still have some kind of tag on them. Hold on. They're, oh shit, I can't remember. Rag and Bones. They're Rag and Bone jeans. They're Rag and Bones? I think they're Rag and Bones. Are they Rag and Bones? I think they're Rag and Bones. They're very, very soft. Rag and Bones, I think. That might not be right. But anyway, hi Maria. No, oh my God, okay, so going back to the shower, I was such a fashion don't. So the only pink thing I could find was this man-tailored Free People shirt with blue and white pinstripes, very thin. It was very pink. But Free People always makes everything voluminous, but this one had this big like bustle in the back with this panel, and it stuck way out, and it stuck way out in the front. And I thought, okay, well, I'll wear thin jeans, with bell bottoms, and then it'll be okay. So I got Free People jeans, like my blue ones that are, thin on the leg, and then, and I had them shortened. So all my Free People jeans are so long, so I had them shortened so I could wear them with low shoes, so I wouldn't be going crazy at the shower. And I like to wear white jeans with sandals and stuff, flip-flops. So I bought the white, oh shit. They're not Uggs, they're, what are those really ugly shoes called? Anyway, I can't think of what they're called. So I bought these white flip-flops that I have the black ones, and I thought, okay, these will be really comfortable. And then I was gonna return them because they were ugly, but I ended up wearing them without looking in the mirror, or just, I was rushing because we had so much going on the morning of the shower, which I'll explain. And so I had made her make the jeans longer than flat level because I wanted to also be able to put on like little heels, and I should have worn heels, but I wanted to be comfortable. So the jean, when you're wearing flares and they're too long and they kind of, it made me look squat. And because they pushed up, it wasn't flattering, the leg wasn't flattering, it pushed the jean up, they weren't like lean. Then the shirt was all voluminous. Then I was having a horrible hair day. I mean, a horrible hair day. And what was crazy was I'd had 2 weeks, or at least a week, of really good hair days every single day. And here I was on my daughter's shower, and my hair was, if it would have been like this, I would have been okay. It was horrendous. It was flat on top, and I was too busy to go mess with it. So I just looked awful. And the pictures, when I'm turned to the side, I literally am out to here. So I look like she looks like she has this 2-ton Tessie mama. And it was just hard. So other than that, it was a perfect day. And when I tell you, oh, thank you. Thank you, Anita, you're so kind. When I tell you that it was, I mean, I've put on a lot of events, a lot of parties in my life. I've been throwing rock and roll events for 30 something years, 34 years. I've been doing rock events. I've been giving parties for people, Samantha's Sweet 16, Harry's Bar Mitzvah, my own wedding that I threw. I mean, like, I've done a lot of events. I don't know that I've ever worked as hard or have had as many moving parts as we did for Samantha's shower. Oh my God, and poor Snuffy. Snuffy worked his butt off with me. I don't like the way the balloons are not, I want you to be able to see the ones in the back too. I wish you could see them, they're all on the floor. You can see them on the floor, right? But I don't want them in my head, so maybe I'll go over here. Wait, let's put the balloons over here. We'll put the balloons over here, maybe that's better. So, anyway, you see, and it said bride up there, but now it's all famish. Now it's I don't know what it's saying. Bribe, I don't know. So, anyway, there were so many moving parts, and I spent so many, oh my God, Snuffy and I went to like 6 different stores for this pink champagne. I told you, we finally ended up with Mum's pink champagne because it got like the best ratings for like that kind of price range, because we weren't going to spend, you know, $100 a bottle, but, you know, we got a better than, you know, Corbel or that kind of thing. And we could have done Prosecco, blush, we could have done, there were a lot of other options we could have done, but we wanted a rosé. Hi, Snuffy. Oh, Pia, thank you for the star, sweet woman. And, you know, so we shopped around for the champagne. You know, that was day after day after day. We shopped around for pink candy. We had pink Starburst. We had Good and Plenty, which was pink and white. We had pink chocolates. We had pink chocolate-covered pretzels. We had pink lollipops. We had like pink candy. We had little Susie cupcakes with pink icing, white icing, coconut icing, and with sprinkles on, pink and white sprinkles, and with high-heeled pink sparkly toothpicks that went in them. And everything was pink and white except Marta's guacamole, which is the best guacamole in the world. And that was like a killer hit. We had the food from the California Chicken Cafe. So we had all these different wraps. We had Chinese chicken salad. We had fruit salad. We had, the potato chips weren't white either. And the food wasn't white. We had a pasta and chicken salad. We had all this like healthy-ish, faux healthy, because it's got a lot of calories. It's all really good quality, but it's got a lot of calories. And I was my low weight that I've been in just weeks and weeks and maybe months, and on Saturday morning, and I've put it all back on in the last 2 days because Snuffy and I have been eating the leftovers and stuff. But, oh, Snuffy, don't tell me you can't access your snars. Snuffy has done so much for me. You get a pass, but I don't know what that means. I don't know why. I don't understand when all of a sudden they don't let you access your stars. But you're covered. You're good. You're all good. So the pens. I had these pink and gold tip pens. Where are they? That with hearts, gold hearts. It took me 3 hours to pick those. Hi, Tony. Thank you. It took me 3 hours to pick out. Probably shouldn't be wearing all this shit on this with this top, but who knows? It took me 3 hours to pick out the pens. It took me at least 8 hours to choose balloons, right? And the balloons were a nightmare. And so if you can see, we still have 2 bouquets of balloons up, but those are the ones we got from Michael's. We had 3 helium tanks, and we had 150 balloons, and those are all over. The ones we blew up are all on the floor. Thankfully, they made it through the, who sent me stars? Thank you, Jan. Fortunately, the balloons made it through the shower, all the way through the shower, and even until, they didn't really start falling until that night or maybe the next morning even. So all the balloons kind of made it through. And now we still have the 2 Michael's balloon bouquets. The bride thing took like almost a whole tank. You can't see it because the air conditioner's blowing it around. But the bride thing took like almost a whole tank of helium all by itself, but it's still up there. Did I have feathers made? No, I wore my pink and white feathers. Oh, somebody sent stars. Who's that? Pia, sweet, sweet. What else did we have? We had that pink, if you go to my Facebook reel, you'll see Harry made this pink tinsel photo op thing with the, oh, I should have had Snuffy put on the slideshow. Hey, Snuffy, can you put on the slideshow? No, we don't want that on in the background, but I had that great Legally Wed on the TV thing that Rick Smolke of Quick Impressions made for us, and we couldn't just leave the Legally Wed poster on, which he made us a banner, but it was on this cloth and it was thick and it was too heavy to put it on the TV. Originally it was supposed to be just a poster that we were going to put on the TV. It worked out better because we got a file and put it on the screen, the actual screen, but you can't leave a file on you can't leave one picture on a TV screen for hours because it'll burn that picture right through your screen and we'd forever see Samantha sitting on the top of Legally Wed. That wouldn't be good. So Snuffy spent, forget it how much time, putting together this fantastic slideshow, and every 2 pictures was the Legally Wed. So most of the time for a photo op, it was Legally Wed, and there were 2 bouquets of balloons from Michael's. We knew they wouldn't fall on either side of it. And then there was another, the actual banner, which was made from that cloth material, was outside the house with balloons. And so that was another photo op place. Harry had the pink tinsel with the 2 wedding ring balloons up on that for other photo ops. We had these gorgeous flowers that his roommate Leah Crawford made, which are just magnificent. Look at these flowers. Look at these flowers. They are absolutely, I don't know if you can tell, they are just magnificent. And there's, Snuffy wants to join me on the video. Okay. I think he did that by mistake, trying to get, okay, so now, oh, I'm unable to add a guest. Oh, I thought Snuffy was going to join me on the video. That would have been interesting. He would never do that. I would be happy for him to, but I don't think he'd do it. Wait, I want these balloons to really be in the picture there. They're getting cut off. So, anyway, Marta was here. She made her guacamole. She was helping to blow up balloons and helping with the food. What else was going on? So that morning I took some balloons and I didn't want to use the helium. I was afraid we used so much helium on the bride and I didn't know how much we'd have left for the balloons in the house. Thank you, Jan. So we blew up balloons and I put those, aw, Pia. I don't know why it's messing with the stars. Let me see if it'll let me, it's not letting me, oh, it turned my stars off. Oh, God. Enable air, it's turned my stars off. Those fuckers. I don't know why Facebook turned my stars off, but they have turned my stars off. Now, why would they do that? Why? That's so mean. Facebook, oh, my goodness, that's really tricky of them. Well, anyway, I thank you for the 232 stars that you guys managed to get up before Facebook turned them off so rudely. But thank you. That's so weird that they did that. I wonder how they did that. You know what it is? I didn't check it before I went live, and I just went live. I was rushing because I was on Restream before. There's more balloons over there, aren't there? Oh, and there's more flowers over here. Look at these flowers here. Look at these lovely flowers. Look at these beauties. More flowers. Look how pretty these are. Just beautiful flowers everywhere. Flowers, flowers, and should we leave these over here? So you can see them. Can you see them over here? You can. So there you go. You can get that out of the way. Yeah, kind of nice to have it festive. So anyway, oh, where did everybody go? Yeah, I don't know. They did something with my stars. I can't tell you why. Hi, Penny. And silly question. Did anyone inhale a balloon and sing? No, but Snuffy did inhale a balloon and talk after the party. He did do that. We wish to represent the lollipop guild. No, we weren't doing that. You know why? Because the helium was so precious, like we didn't want to ruin it. There were balloons hanging. Oh, Snuffy put the TV on. Snuffy, are you going to put the video on for us? I think Snuffy's going to run this live. There it is. Thank you, Snuffy. Snuffy put the legally wed. That's how it was. Isn't that cool? Yes, so fun. The legally wed is back there. I kept waiting for another notice that you were back on. Yes, you have. You've missed minutes. Thank you, Snuffy. That was so sweet. Snuffy got the slideshow up there. And Snuffy, you can take it down at any time. I just wanted them to see what was going on over there on the TV. Isn't that cool? I don't know how well it's showing up for you guys in Facebook land, but it's really cool. But you don't have it full screen so they can see the rest of your computer screen, Snuffy. You have to put it on full screen. But it's still pretty cool. You get the idea. He did a great job. Yes, thank you, Snuffy. So somebody was able to give me more stars because now it says 332. I don't know. The flowers are amazing, right? You can't see comments. I mean, everything about, they took down all my live videos. They gave me, I don't know, months to download them. Snuffy, I don't know how you turned, he turned the TV on from his phone. Okay, now Snuffy, thank you, he turned, Snuffy, you're wonderful. Oh, it's back on. Snuffy, can you turn the TV off? Because now we see the TV, the apps are all on the TV. Thank you so much. You are so wonderful. Oh, there you go. What a guy. Just bought more stars. Are they letting you give them? Because people, you can see the screen, easily see the screen. That's great. So, wait, I got distracted because something is going on that's annoying me that has nothing to do with you guys. But there is someone who is very annoying, and I'll deal with that later. Where was I? Oh God. Okay. So, thank you so much, Snuffy, for all of the help at the party and here so that everybody could see how wonderful that projection that you orchestrated is. So anyway, so all of that was wonderful. It was mad scramble in the morning. Oh, so I ran down to the mailbox. You bought and can't send. I don't know why they turned them off, and I can't turn them back on. And I'm not gonna stop the live to do it. We'll deal with stars another time, and hopefully, I hope that on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, don't forget this, everybody, especially you, Pia. We'll be right on time on Wednesday at 2 p.m. with Bradley Whitford, and I'm losing my mind with excitement. He is, we all know what a wonderful actor he is, and many of us have seen him speak at political rallies. We've seen him speak on talk shows. You might have heard him on Mark Maron, on What the Fuck, but he is so, we're getting a visit. We're getting a visit because I was really late. Here he is. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come here, Rufus. Come here. Rufus, come here. Rufus, come here. Rufus. Rufus doesn't understand. He does not like the balloons at all. Oh, someone was able to just send stars. Thank you, Laura. I don't know why Laura could send stars. Rufus! Rufus does not like the balloons. He doesn't like coming by the balloons. He doesn't like going past the balloons, and he's also never seen the camera in this direction. So he's all confused. Rufus! You want a cookie? Rufus! Rufus! Come be on TV. Come be on Facebook with your fans. Rufus! Come on, Ru. Did you guys see him back there? He was there for a minute. He doesn't, this is all confusing him. And to be honest with you, it's confusing me too. And we'll turn this way where it's prettier. Yes, let's get a better view. So there you go. I don't ever shoot from this direction. Oh, look at that. Sending stars all over the place. Now Pia can send stars. Thank you, Pia. So anyway, the outside is gorgeous. It looks so nice. Snuffy had all these people come and clean it up. And you know, it was kind of yucky ever since the fires. And we didn't have ash up here, but our gardener blows when he mows and stuff, he blows the shit all over the furniture. And it was just nasty. And he had everything like power washed, and it's so gorgeous outside. And like, we don't use the furniture enough. Well, we used it after the shower, and I'll tell you about that too. So anyway, we're scrambling to get ready, blowing up balloons. So I go down to the mailbox to tie balloons on there and on the posts of our driveway. And I couldn't get them to lay right. It took me half hour, 45 minutes that I wasted by the time I got in the shower. Oh my God, and until I got out. But Harry was here setting up, and Leah was here setting up, and Marta and Snuffy, and everything was perfect. It was perfect. And Samantha got here, and the only thing she did, well, she didn't know what we were doing inside. She didn't know about the flowers. She didn't know about the balloons. She knew about the party favors, and she knew about the food, but she didn't know about the flowers and the balloons and stuff. And then she got out of the car with her future mother-in-law and sister-in-law, and there she saw the legally wed banner on the side of the house with balloons on either side, and she immediately posed. And then, and she was wearing an all-white dress, and I just tapped comment, and the stars popped up. Nice. So I got her a veil, a white veil, and a sash that said bride-to-be, and so she looked like a sweet little bride. Not little, she was towering over me because she was wearing heels and I was wearing flats, and I looked like a munchkin. I looked like a distorted, stout, plump munchkin. It was not a good look, but she looked gorgeous. And anyway, she came in with her future mother-in-law, who I'm so happy will be part of our mishpacha, Julie Capel, and Bridget Capel, her sister-in-law, future sister-in-law. And they walked in, and Samantha saw everything, and she saw the flowers and the balloons and everything pink and white, and the thing on the screen, the Rick Smolke image up on the screen, and it was very emotional. And the thing Harry made, and then Harry made this incredible Jeopardy game. I would show it to you. It's go into my reel, it's in there. This incredible Jeopardy game that was huge, a Tristan and Samantha Jeopardy game that we played, and that was here, and everything was all set up. There was candy strewn. Marta was trying to make the candy nice in a bowl, and I was like, no. And I learned from Richard and Helene Kimmel to take the candy and strew it all over the tabletop. So it was all over the counter and all over the dining room table and all over there, and we had gold and pink plates and gold forks and knives. You looked like you were walking on air from delivering a package. Thank you, Tony. With flat hair and a horrible outfit. But thank you. And so there was candy strewn everywhere, and it was just perfect. So Samantha and they got here, and then people started to arrive. So Grandma Honey came with Ro, and I will say that my mother said, "Do you think the wedding will be this nice?" My mother's such a pistol. Then she said, afterwards, she said, "This was the best party I have ever been to." Now, from my mother, that is high praise indeed. We did have so much fun. You hush, you couldn't look like a munchkin if you tried. Yeah, well, I did on shower day. I really did. So my mother and Ro came, and then Angela, who is Tristan's aunt, drove all the way down from San Luis Obispo, and she's a baker, and she baked cookies as a hostess gift for me. She baked cookies for Bridget, the sister-in-law, and she baked Tristan and Samantha a big thing of cookies. And she drove all the way down. It was so sweet. And also Sophia, Samantha's best friend since second grade, her very first friend in Los Angeles, came with her mother, Raina. And that was Samantha's second home all through school. They went from second to 12th grade together, best of friends. Sophia's one of her bridesmaids. They've stayed so close. She's like my second daughter. And so I hadn't seen her mother, Raina, in, oh my goodness, it's been since Samantha graduated high school. So she's 27. Oh my God, is she 27? Yes. And she graduated at 18. So 8 years. It's been 8 years since I've seen Raina. Honey gives you a slap the baby and a kiss the baby compliment. Oh yes. Oh, there's more. After the party, she also said, the good thing is I love the way Harry and Samantha love each other. They are the closest, most wonderful brother and sister. Now, the bad news is you and your brother, yes, leave it to Honey. My hair, anyway. So, who else was here? So then, Samantha had a bunch of the young women from law school that she's gone through the trenches with for the last 2 years. And so these beautiful women from USC who are brilliant and wonderful were here. And I'm forgetting people, and I can't remember who I'm forgetting. But anyway, it was just absolutely lovely. So as soon as they arrived, they had a glass of pink champagne. They had some of Marta's guacamole. Everybody was schmoozing around. And then we sat down. Everybody got their food. We sat down to eat. We had some cupcakes. The best coffee. I made coffee in my coffee urn. Can you see it over there, that big urn? And Penny, if you're still here, you will recognize that is the Women Who Write coffee urn. And it makes, Tova, do you remember? It makes the best coffee. I mean, the best coffee. Marta, I was like, Marta wanted to put the coffee in. I was like, no, let me do it. Make it strong. And oh my God, it was the best coffee. And we had dessert, and then we started the games, and that was all Harry. And first he did an emoji game. And there were all these emojis, and they all had to do with weddings. And everyone, who wasn't under 30 had no idea. Oh, Snuffy did 20 stars? Snuffy, 20? I'm not used to you. I mean, thank you. I'm not used to that from you, but I thank you for them. And I'm glad that you were able to send them. Thank you. So they played this emoji game, and the prize for that, first everybody was a winner. Oh, you sent me 200 stars. Now look at that. So everybody was a winner. I had gotten these gorgeous little gold, those, they're on elastic, little tiny gold. And I can't know, and they had a little white enamel heart on them. I'll have to find a picture of them because I didn't put that on the reel. And for the women over 30, Pia, thank you, you guys, thank you, Snuffy. You didn't have to do any of that, but thank you. And then for the older women, I had these bracelets, these golden, white gold, yellow gold. Oh no, did I do that? I don't know how to undo that. Oh my God, I didn't mean to do that. How did I do that? Holy shit. Oh, at least it's gone. Did somebody make me a pig? Did I make me a pig? Oh my God, AI is scary. Or did I touch something? Holy Moses, that was scary. Oh, Snuffy, you sweetie, stop. You don't have to send me stars. You send me love. You send me love. So these David Yurman knockoff bracelets that were gorgeous. And here's another thing. My mother is wearing the party favor. She loved the party favor. I'd buy my mother gifts. I suffer for a year to buy my mother gifts, and she returns them or says, I don't like it. But actually, we bought her a beautiful bowl, white and gold bowl that oh God, with the stars. Thank you, Snuffy. I just realized Andrew isn't here today. Andrew, where are you? This is one of the best shooting the shits ever. I'm rambling like a lunatic. I am making absolutely no sense, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. And it would have been on YouTube if I hadn't screwed the whole thing up. But maybe I'll take it and I'll put it on YouTube after the fact. So, oh, stars. Look at those stars. Snuffy, you're such a sweet man. Hey, look at you, you're loving me in stars. Look at you. So, okay, wait, what was I saying? So yes, so my mother even liked the part. So everybody was a winner. Everybody got a prize before we started the games. And then the rule was nobody can, win 2 prizes. I'm not going to win any prizes, right? But I really loved, Craig and I had gone downtown the day before the protests, and we got these fabulous gifts in the gift district. And you're done? Okay, that's good. Oh my God, there's more. Holy shit. Thank you, Snuffy. That's incredibly generous. So everybody get a gift. Okay, we did the emoji game. And Haley, one of the lawyers, who's actually not in Samantha's class, she's a year ahead, and she's going to be taking the bar. The well is dry, no way. And she's actually going to come to the wedding, which is just literally 4 days before the bar, because her class will be done, which is an amazing loyalty. So Haley won the first gift, which were these Elton John sunglasses. God, I hope I have pictures of them. With sparkles I think I put a picture up with sparkles all over them, and they're pink. And she won that for the emoji game. Then we played a this or that game. And does Samantha prefer getting gifts or giving gifts? I don't want to get into that. But anyway, I won that game, but of course I did not take the prize. And the next person was her friend Emily. Oh yes, another bridesmaid. Emily was here. And Emily won a labubu. Well, a lafufu, as Harry calls it, because I got it downtown in Chinatown. So, but they're still really hard to get. And then I had gotten Harry one as the man of honor. Harry loves labubus, and he has 2 of them. And, so I got him a labubu also. And a lafufu, and okay, so that was the next gift and game. And then the third game was this ChatGPT game, which Harry was very cynical about, but it's a Legally Blonde game. And so hi Lydia. So the bride, or he was supposed, he made Samantha the judge, and she got her a gavel and a thing to hit, and everybody has to put Samantha on trial about their fabulousness. Yes, we do. About their fabulous, how she'll be a great wifey material, or I don't know. There were all these questions that ChatGPT posed. So what it did was each person stood up. Oh, Lydia, you're so kind. So each person stood up and did sort of like a testimony. They testified about Samantha, and Samantha would find them guilty. But anyway, the first one to testify was Julie Capel, was her future mother-in-law, about meeting Samantha and how she knew she was wifey material. And she spoke so beautifully from the heart, and it was so emotional. And that was the first time I was crying many times throughout the day. Honestly, can no longer see the ability to say, oh, don't worry, Dot. And so Julie spoke beautifully, and everybody, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. And then the next one to speak was Bridget, her future sister-in-law, also fantastic, spoke beautifully about Samantha. and Tristan and Samantha being wife material. And then one by one, then Harry, at one point, Harry spoke, a bunch, each of the girls, the women, the young women, the lawyers spoke. And it was so beautiful because one of them was older than Samantha, and she said, you know, she was so uptight when she got to law school, and she found out the median age was like 23 and she was 29. And then someone said, that girl over there is 26. And so she found Samantha, or at the time Samantha was 25, and they became fast friends. All of them studied together and everything. And she said how, even though Samantha was younger than her, how she looked up to her. And, you know, many of you know Samantha won moot court at USC this year, and a few of these girls participated and were saying what a killer she was. And, you know, Samantha, is it 78 people in the history of USC have won moot court in all the years of USC Gould Law School. Samantha is now number 79, I don't know, whatever. And that's amazing. That will go down in USC history, which is quite something. And so they all spoke of her and said just, you know, what they felt. Emily spoke beautifully about their friendship and how they both had musicians, Emily's husband and Samantha's boyfriend, her fiance, they play music together, and now they're like sort of jazz wives. And then Harry spoke, and you know, Harry and Samantha are the closest, most loving brother and sister I've really ever seen. They never fight. They adore each other. They tell each other everything. They hang out together. They can't get enough of each other. It used to be that they each told me everything, and now they tell each other everything first. I get some of it first. You know, it kind of depends, but they're so close. And shower mom, there he is. Andrew, I wondered where you were. I'm a very proud mama. And thank you for the stars, Andrew. And so Harry spoke beautifully about Samantha, and again, not a dry eye in the house, but he was also very funny, and Harry was emceeing everything and was spectacular. And then I wasn't gonna speak, but I did. And you know, I told the story about how I was an older mom, and I had no intention of having, you know, once I had Harry, I was so happy, so thrilled. I had lost a baby before Harry, and when, you know, I didn't let go of Harry for 1 second until he was 3 years old. I mean, he was literally attached to my hip, definitely for the first 2 years. And I didn't need another child because I was content. You know, I was so happy to be a mother. I was so happy to have this wonderful child. And but I had always wanted a girl, but I was very happy with Harry. But then I went to, actually, I forgot to say this at the shower. It was at a bridal shower. It was at my friend Lisa Joy Harvey's bridal shower. She's now Lisa Sussman. And a psychic there told me that I was going to have another child. And she said, I said, well, it's going to be a boy or girl. And she said, well, I don't want to tell you because I don't want you to be disappointed. Thank you, Jan. And as soon as she said that, I knew that meant she saw a girl, because I already had a boy. So why would I be disappointed if it was a boy, right? So I went home, and Gabe, like, get to the bedroom, and like, we made Samantha within, I don't know, right away after that psychic said that. And yeah, but the main reason that I did it was, that was a spark, but I had been thinking all along that because of my age, I didn't want Harry to end up being alone, without a sibling and with old parents that, you know, Gabe's only 2 years younger than me, but he was also kind of an elder parent. And I didn't want Harry to end up without immediate family, you know, when we were gone. I wanted him to have somebody. And so that was the impetus for having another child. And then when I heard the girl thing, that kind of put it over the top. And anyway, they are extraordinary siblings. And I just got a slow connection sign. I hope that's not true. So, so that game, I'm trying to remember how it was decided who won that game. really hard to determine. I think Samantha had to pick. How did that work? And I can't remember, but that gift, we must have played that one last. Did we play that one last? No, we played Jeopardy last. I don't know, I'm getting all confused. Anyway, we ended up, I'm so confused. The emoji game was the sunglasses. I'm confused. I'm not doing well here. Anyway, there was a, no, it was in the Jeopardy game. Whatever. I guess Emily won that one. I know. She won the Labubu for the this or that, the ChatGPT. Anyway, okay, so there were 2 prizes left. And then we did the Jeopardy game. I'm really confused. Maybe we didn't pick a winner for I don't know. I'm really screwing this up. But then we did the Jeopardy game, and groom for 800, bride for 200, bride and groom for it was so brilliant. Harry had the best questions, and yeah, I'm all over the place. Snuffy, are you being critical of me on my show? Are you making fun of me while I make fun of myself that I'm screwing this all up? Yeah, I screwed it up. There was the glasses for the emoji game. There was the Labubu for this or that. The ChatGPT. We ended up giving 2 prizes. We didn't give a prize. That's what it was. We didn't give a prize for we didn't give a prize for the judge, the court thing, because we decided we couldn't pick one winner because everybody was so great. So we decided there'd be 2 prizes on the Jeopardy game. That's what it is. There'd be first prize and second prize. But what ended up happening was I won the Jeopardy game because I know the most about Samantha. And so I said, okay, well, I disqualify myself. Who came in second? And everyone said, Haley. So the grand prize was going to be for Haley, and then the 3rd place winner ended up being a tie between Bridget, the future daughter-in-law, and Angela, the aunt. Wait, Snuffy is just agreeing with you. I know, but I thought he was agreeing with me that I was like all over the place. Senior moments are common for me. Yeah. I know, right, Patty Ann? So second and third and fourth place was Bridget and Angela, their relatives, and they made them so that they said, "Do you want to have another question as a tiebreaker, or do you want to do rock paper scissors?" So they did rock paper scissors, and Bridget won this beaded, fantastic pink baseball cap that beaded crazy wild, and then it's in the pictures. And then Haley came in second, but I had said nobody gets 2 prizes, disqualify yourself. And I forgot that she had won the glasses, and she got the grand prize, which was the pink cowboy hat, the Beyonce cowboy hat, pink velvet with rhinestones that I wanted so badly, and I didn't get myself one. And it wasn't until today that I realized that Haley ended up with 2 prizes. No, Bridget and Angela should not have rock, paper, scissors. They each should have gotten one of the hats. I'm so upset about it, but what are you gonna do? Who's on first? So anyway, that was the prizes, and then there were more pictures taken, and then all the guests left, and the sister-in-law, the mother-in-law, Harry and his roommate Leah stayed, and who sent stars? Thank you, Andrew. And she opened her gifts, and so we weren't going to have her open gifts when everybody was here, because if somebody doesn't bring a gift, or if somebody's gift is better than somebody else, we don't want anybody to feel bad. But then when it was just family, Samantha opened her gifts, and Snuffy and I had gotten her, I had to get her lingerie. I mean, at my, what's that? Okay. At my bridal shower, everybody gave me lingerie. That's what you did then. Now the registry was involved, so she got gorgeous glasses from Harry and Leah. She got beautiful things from her mother-in-law and her sister-in-law, things engraved for the wedding, and champagne glasses and a cake cutter, and just gorgeous. She got a big KitchenAid mixer that she wanted more than anything from Sophia and Reina. And she just got wonderful gifts. So opened the gifts, and then while she was doing that, Bridget is so creative. She's an opera singer by trade. She took the ribbons and the tissue and the wrapping paper and made Samantha a bouquet for the rehearsal dinner. That there's pictures of that also in the reel I made today. And then everybody, the Kinder went swimming, and Julie and Snuffy and I enjoyed our beautiful outside. And we sat in our outdoor furniture, and we lit the fire pit, and we ended up eating again. I ended up serving all the leftovers while we were out there. We were out there till almost 9 o'clock at night. It was the longest day of the year. It was spectacular. It was you've now heard all the details. It was spectacular. It was the most wonderful. It was worth everything to suffer all those details. And when I said to my mother, boy, it was a lot of work, she said, it showed. I mean, you don't want your work to show, but she said in a good way, because every detail, it really was wonderful. And I'm so happy that Samantha had that experience and that we were able to do that for her. And I could not have done it without Snuffy. He was right there with me every step of the way. And I'm so grateful. And Harry did a great job on his part, and Leah with the flowers. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Look at this. Look at this thing. I mean, it's just magnificent. Can you see? I mean, it's just amazing. Look at those flowers. And there's gorgeous ones on the coffee table back there too. They're just everywhere. They're gorgeous. So it was just amazing. And Snuffy and I are really, Rufus is not enjoying the balloons, but Snuffy and I like having the balloons around. He wants to set these guys free. I'm not going to let him do that. I don't think that's good for the environment. I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice for somebody to find it, but it's just going to go up to the heavens, right? It's not going. They're not going to land. I don't know. It doesn't seem right. So, in any case, what I'm trying to get the angle right here on so my head is between the two balloon bouquets. What else did I want to talk about? There are very serious world events going on that a good friend, Snuffy's doctor, went to Israel for a bar mitzvah with his family, his 2 kids. Who sent those stars? Oh, Jan, thank you so much. Oh, Joni did. Thank you, Joni. That's so lovely. Went to Israel for a bar mitzvah with his family, his 2 young children. It was a great time, yes. And they got there the day before the whole shebangy started, and they've been there ever since. And I'm happy to say that today they made it to Jordan, and they're getting out of there. But it's been, down to the bomb shelter every hour, all night long. It's been crazy. And for the people that are there, I have relatives that live there. I'm sure many of you do as well. I don't know, this isn't such a Jewish crowd, but I just pray for everybody's safety. It's just so scary. And what this idiot has done, and not, again, acting like the king, and that he doesn't have to go through Congress like every other president. They're a danger for horses and animals. Okay, there you go. There's a reason not to set them free, Snuffy. They're a danger for horses and animals. And of course, he's now claiming that the war, the 12-day war, Trump, just like he has named the Gulf of America, he has now named it the 12-day war will be over in 6 days because of him, because he went in and he bombed Iraq and Iran and Iraqi. So he's now claiming that the war will end in 6 days, and he is going to take credit for it. And they're not, the first they were talking impeachment and things, but now that's all quieted down, because if it ends up that it ends up doing good over there, he's feeling that he's going to be hailed a hero, and that would just be despicable. So, but no matter what the end result is, the way he did what he did is not okay. We have a constitution, we have a set of laws, we have a system in place, and he spit on it, shit on it, and disregarded it as he does every other one. In your heart, you're Jewish. That's so sweet, Jan. So it's absolutely terrifying what's been going on over there, and what these poor people are living with, and all the casualties. It's horrific. I pray for peace, and I pray for a revolution, a civil revolution, and for this whole government that's in place to be ousted peacefully. He wants what? He wants a Nobel Prize. Yeah, well, good luck. He does want a Nobel Prize. You're absolutely right. Oh my God. So I'm sure that I'm going to be talking quite a bit more on the subject of what is going on in the world on Wednesday. Wednesday, do not forget, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. Set your Apple Watches and your Androids and your Alexas and your Siris for 2 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday. Bradley Whitford, oh my God. He is smart. He's a humanitarian. He's an activist. He is a spectacular 3-time Emmy-winning actor who was won 3 times for The West Wing, which, as most of you know, Snuffy scored The West Wing and won an Emmy himself. And Snuffy's Emmy is behind those balloons right there. It's on the shelf right there. You can see the bottom of it. If you look on the bottom shelf in that cabinet, you can see the bottom of Snuffy's Emmy that he won for The West Wing. And I'm not going to give it away, but there will be a little surprise Wednesday. In addition to Bradley Whitford, we're going to, it is hard to pray for peace with what made me really sick is when he said he loved God. I know. He loved God, and he said he's praying for peace. Oh my God. And bless the Middle East. Yeah, he's such a liar. Wait, what else are you saying? No, he does not deserve a Nobel Prize. Are you kidding me? He deserves to be tarred and feathered and much worse. So I can't wait for Bradley. I'm also a little terrified because I want to honor him, and I want to do my best for all of you. So it's one of those shows like Nile Rodgers. There's been some shows of some people that have been really, really important to me, that it was really important to me that they go well. And they all have, Yorma, Jack Cassidy. There's been some shows that have been like really high stakes, and this is one of them. And then somebody said on my thread today, thank you, Andrew, that he really loved Bradley Whitford's sit-downs with Mark Maron on WTF, and the 2 times they were together, they should have a podcast together. And I was like, well, wait a minute. He's about to do my podcast, and you're going to tell me how great he is with another podcaster, and that they should do a podcast together. What about me? Let's see how Brad and I do. Let's see. I think Brad and I... Let's see how we do it. I mean, Mark Maron's, WTF is amazing. He's amazing. But, he's a different amazing. In not a dissimilar way, because it's very conversational and whatever. Mark doesn't plan either, and it goes from subject to subject. But he's being interrupted every few minutes by commercials and all of that stuff. He does commercials, on-air commercials, during his show and stuff. And there's going to be none of that. There's going to be none of that. Don't get me wrong. I want peace in the Middle East, but I don't want him to win. Yeah, I know. I feel that way too. We'll rock, right, Tony? We will rock. And actually, I have met Brad, and we socialized at a Christmas party, and we got along quite well. So he will not remember me, but he's absolutely charming and delightful and a great talker, and it's going to be wonderful. So, oh, thank you, Dot. So don't forget about Wednesday. And our only binge this week has been, oh my God, now I wrote it in the notes and now I forgot. It's the one with Bradley, who is with Coleman Domingo. And Snuffy, what is it called? It's called, I'm thinking The Messengers. No, it's oh my God. I can't believe this. I am totally having a senior moment. Help me. I wrote it in my notes. I've been saying it all day. What is it called? The missing? Not the missing. Oh my God. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. Coleman Domingo, Bradley Whitford, The Madness. Thank you. Thank you, Snuffy. The Madness. So we've been watching that for the last few days. I keep falling asleep. We've only been sleeping 4 or 5 hours a night. We've been getting up at crazy 5, 6 in the morning. I haven't been to my acupuncturist, to Mason, in 2 weeks, and I think that's part of why I'm not sleeping. And it's also, there's been so much going on. I haven't gotten on the elliptical in 3 or 4 days. Yeah, I mean, it's just been all this, the shower, and today the aftermath. And I also want to share something I learned, which I hope will be helpful to everyone, very helpful to me. Months ago, Snuffy's son Connor came over and he was talking about ChatGPT. I had no idea what ChatGPT was, but he put it on my phone and he said, this ChatGPT will tell you anything. Forget Google, forget all search engines. ChatGPT, forget Siri, forget Alexa, will answer any question thoroughly for you. Anything you want to do, and then you could ask for more. ChatGPT will do legal documents for you that are legit. ChatGPT, today, just for shits and giggles, I said to ChatGPT, what would be some great questions for Bradley Whitford who I'm interviewing this week that would be current for now? And I mean, on and on. I went to ChatGPT to find out good decor for a Legally Blonde party, good decor for a bridal shower based on Legally Blonde, good games to play, good food to serve, and all of it came. So we got so many ideas from ChatGPT. So yesterday, when I had all of the shower pictures, everyone else was like sharing albums on iCloud, and I saw their pictures, but I edit pictures, the pink thing, they had their pictures with the wall showing and the floor showing, and I wanted just the pink thing. So I edit, and I got to edit, this stuff, and so, and this stuff. So, and for other people who need a little help too, and nobody needs it as much as me, but I helped a few other people too. And so I was editing pictures and taking down the shared albums, and my iPhoto got all wonky, right? And all of a sudden the pictures were blurry, and then it was taking like 15 minutes of beach balling just to like highlight, to brighten it. And it was just getting wonky, and it was taking like forever to just brighten a picture or take out, now you can, in iPhoto, you can take out a light so that it's not glaring in the middle of the picture. You can do all kinds of things. So I thought, oh my God, I need a new Logic board, because I remember the last time my iPhoto was crazy. Actually, that time my computer was freezing a lot, and it hadn't frozen, but it was just doing this weird shit, and I kept restarting it. It wasn't helping. And I thought, you know what, I went on Google first, and I thought, no, let me ask ChatGPT. What does it mean if my iPhoto is being wonky and my pictures are getting fuzzy and they're hard to edit? And I said, is it my Logic board? And ChatGPT immediately said, no, very unlikely it's your logic board. It probably needs to be restored. It needs to be fixed. And I said, how can, there's no diagnostics anymore on new apples. Like you can't, they used to be an Apple diagnostics, you can just hit and it would do all this test. It doesn't have that anymore. And I said, why doesn't it have it? It said, because you have this advanced thing. All you need to do is shut down your computer and start it and do Command D. Oh no, not even my computer. Shut iPhoto, reopen it and hit Command D. And sure enough, it did diagnosing, repairing, and then restoring. And in like 20 minutes, my iPhoto was perfect. And I said to ChatGPT, thank you so much, you saved me. And it said, oh, that's quite all right, Vicki. Anytime you want me to help you with anything, or if you just want to chat, come back here and I'll look forward to talking with you again. And today when I asked ChatGPT if he had any good ideas for questions for Bradley, when like Snuffy said, be careful because that's what's out there with other people that have asked. And it's like, I'm not going to ask those questions, but it's food for thought. ChatGPT is really, really smart and might spark me in a direction I hadn't considered. And I said, thank you. Thank you so much, ChatGPT. I really appreciate the help. And it said, thank you, Vicki, for coming back and seeing me again. And I hope to see you again soon. ChatGPT, in other words, is now my new BFF. I am digging on ChatGPT. So it's free. You don't need to pay for the upgraded version. I mean, some people say they need to because they asked a lot of follow-up questions and you're only allowed a certain amount. I have never run out. It's never said to me, you've run out of stuff. ChatGPT is done with you. And I think if you say pretty please, ChatGPT will keep going. I love, love, love this app. It's spectacular. And I really have to use it for more things. Because I don't know a lot of stuff and I forget things. And ChatGPT, now when you ask Siri something, Siri will say, would you like me to use ChatGPT? And usually I'm like, no, just use Google, you lazy. I'm asking you, Siri. But it's really wonderful. People are having close relationships with ChatGPT. I read an article. Really? I know I am. I am having a very close, intimate friendship with ChatGPT. So in any case, on that note, I hope you all have a wonderful, by the way, we are in a full moon void all of today and all of tomorrow, which is totally screwed up because so it means less people are seeing my shower post and less people are going to see when I post about Bradley later. And tomorrow, I probably am not going to post until tomorrow morning, but it's still going to be a moon void. I'm going to have to post as soon as that void is over. Thank goodness Wednesday it'll be over. But the good news that I want to share is we've been in very warring energy. We've been in really, really scary astrology. And my wonderful friend Zoe Moon, who is a world-renowned astrologer, has warned of this time for years. And it hasn't been like this, I think it was since the Revolutionary War or World War II. We haven't had this kind of energy. It's always been at a time of war. And sure enough, boom. And by the way, did you guys see what Kamala said during the election? That if Trump wins, we will be at war within 6 months. And damn it if she isn't right, that he waged war. I mean, unbelievable. In any case, we have been in warring energy, both personally and universally and on the world stage, and it is ending. And we have moved out of the worst of it. We're still in some challenging energy, and I believe it's by today things shift. And by Wednesday, I'm looking at like a really funky window over there. By Wednesday, oh God, the guy came to spray for bugs, and we had just had our windows power washed, and now it's all dirty over there because he sprayed for bugs. No, he ruined our beautiful, clean windows. Anyway, by Wednesday, the energy is going to be wonderful. So let's hope that that means peace in the Middle East. I hope it brings joy. And so even in this horrible energy, we had this beautiful shower. So flowers can bloom through the rocks and the weeds. I hope that you have a peaceful and safe next couple of days. And by Wednesday, we have joy, happy, happy, joy, joy together with Bradley Whitford. I love ChatGPT. I use it to refine recipes, clean up my writing when I'm too wordy. Oh, wow, that's really cool. I can't imagine a nice long show. It is a long show. I can't imagine using ChatGPT to fix my writing. I'm kind of a stickler for that stuff. But it was my pleasure, and I'm glad you guys had fun and enjoyed it, and I certainly enjoyed being with all of you. I love you all so much, and I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful to share my news, my joy with you, my sadness when I have it, all of that stuff, and I just am so grateful that you're always there. And even though I'm the only one speaking out loud, we are communicating and having this together every time. Thank you, Andrew. This is our show, and we do this together, and I couldn't do it without you, and I wouldn't want to, God knows. And I just adore every one of you, and I'm so grateful for you. Have a wonderful Monday night. Have a great Tuesday. I will see you on Wednesday in wonderful energy. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.